A Democratic representative in Pennsylvania had his mic cut because apparently he was dropping too much truth about the Republican Party and their anti-choice agenda. Take a look.
Debating a bill that will never become law. But this feels normal for far too many of us. This is just another act in a political theater that has plagued this chamber for far too long. We are a legislature that has met more to remove mask mandates, strip executive emergency powers, and overturn free and fair elections than we have to make strategic investments in Pennsylvania's women, children, and families. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, it is not lost on me, and I'm sure it's not lost on many of the members here today, that this legislation is just one more unnecessary overreach in a grossly, predictably misogynistic agenda. An agenda pursued by by a party that is 100% white in a chamber that is 70% male.
100%. 100% white, 70% male. And here they are trying to make decisions, for women. Yeah. Now, look, the bill that they're debating right now, by the way, as he points out, is legislation that would require women to treat miscarriages like the death of a human being, which would force them to bury or cremate the fetal remains. This is insane. I mean, again, it's amazing that we're even talking about this, okay? But let me give you some facts. About 10 to 20% of known pregnancies actually end in miscarriages. Now, that's already a lot. So for every one of those, under this bill, in Pennsylvania, you would have to bury or cremate the remains and hold a little funeral. And it wouldn't be your choice, by the way, because miscarriage is already horrible enough as it is, right? And it does happen 10 to 20% of the time, just as a natural bodily process. But then you have the situation where the state is forcing you to do it, literally forcing you to do this. And so, wow. But it's not. There's more to it. It's not just 10 to 20%. That's what we know of. It actually happens a lot more because miscarriages happen every time a fertilized egg refuses to implant, meaning that most of miscarriages happen before you even know you're pregnant. That means on average, women actually have more miscarriages than live births throughout their entire lives. And so if you make them hold a funeral, even the ones that they know about, it's, again, both horrifying and unnecessary. This is like Handmaid's Tale kind of shit. Okay? It's really messed up stuff, super divorced from actual scientific reality. So now, his colleagues didn't like being called out about this. So they booed, and I want to show you his reaction because it sounds like something that I would say.
Oh, your boos mean nothing.
Speaker, that's enough.
Your boos mean nothing to me. I've seen who you cheer for.
The gentleman will suspend. Mr. Speaker. For what purpose does the majority leader rise? I believe these comments are inflammatory to our members and to this esteemed chamber. We have tried to give latitude on this issue, both yesterday and today, but I will not have our members impugned or insulted or this kind of behavior on this floor.
Are you not 100% white?
Gentleman is out of order.
100% white, 70% male.
Mr. Speaker. Turn off his mic. Those should be stricken from the record.
Cancel culture. I love it. And by the way, he did the Rick and Morty meme. That's great. Your boos mean nothing. Your boos mean nothing. I've seen what you cheer for. Right there. Something I'd say. Okay, so overall, though, these are ghoulish bills. Super. Why, again, are they trying to get the state to force women to bury a miscarriage? That is beyond fucked. And it's from people who obviously don't have any idea how the human body, the female body, works. I mean, why don't we just pass a law, if you're so worried about it, that you would have to have a funeral for your sperm every time you jerk off or have a wet dream. Every sperm is sacred. I mean, it's life. It's life. Of course, there's potential for life that you have just wasted. I wonder what the difference is here between this and that is. Oh, wait, we know. It's just another way for Republican men to control and, more importantly, criminalize women's bodies. At the end of the day, that is all it is about. It has always been about. Not pro-life, pro-control. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.